After the coastal chase, Hana, Sora, and Kai were inseparable, bound by trust, skill, and the thrill of adventure. But Japan's mountains held secrets that tested even the bravest riders. Rumors of hidden paths and legendary roads in the Japanese Alps drew them north. The trio prepared for their most dangerous journey yet. The Japanese Alps were breathtaking but unforgiving. Narrow roads twisted around sheer cliffs, fog obscured visibility, and the wind howled through the valleys. Hana felt her adrenaline spike as they began the ascent. Every turn required precision, balance, and focus. Kai led the way, his experience guiding them through treacherous curves. Sora and Hana followed, their bikes slicing through mist and shadow. The mountains were alive. Rocks tumbled down cliffs, birds circled overhead, and waterfalls cascaded into hidden streams. Midway through their climb, a sudden rock slide blocked the main path. Hana and Sora braked hard, narrowly avoiding falling debris. Kai spotted a hidden trail veering off the main road, a narrow path barely wide enough for a single bike. With no other choice, they followed it. The trail was rough, overgrown with roots and loose stones. Every maneuver required skill and trust in each other's movements. Hana felt alive like never before. The danger, the challenge, and the thrill combined into a perfect storm of adrenaline. At the top, they discovered a secluded mountain village, untouched by modern life. Wooden houses lined narrow streets, and villagers greeted them with curiosity and warmth. An elder shared a legend: only riders with courage, wisdom, and a pure heart can traverse the sacred mountain roads. Those who do find treasures not of gold, but of knowledge and friendship. Hana realized this journey was not just about speed. It was about discovery, courage, and the connections formed along the road. As night fell, the trio rode through the peaks under a canopy of stars. The wind was cold, the roads twisting, but the mountains were magical. Kai shared stories of legendary riders. Sora laughed as they dodged playful wildlife, and Hana felt a deep connection to the mountains, the road, and her friends. Each mile was a lesson: patience, trust, courage, and respect for the road itself. The journey shaped them, and the mountains whispered secrets only those who dared to ride could understand. And so, Hana, Sora, and Kai conquered the alpine roads, discovering hidden villages, legends, and the true meaning of adventure. The mountains had tested them, but they emerged stronger, united, and ready for the next road, the next challenge, and the endless journey that lay ahead. For the open roads of Japan were never-ending, and neither were their adventures. After conquering mountains, coasts, and hidden villages, Hana, Sora, and Kai felt unstoppable. But the ultimate challenge awaited: a journey across all of Japan's most legendary roads, from Hokkaido in the north to Okinawa in the south, combining speed, skill, and discovery. This would test everything they had learned. The trio set off at dawn, engines roaring, hearts pounding. Every mile brought new landscapes: icy mountains, dense forests, serene lakes, and bustling cities. Hana felt alive. each twist of the road a reminder of how far she had come since her first ride. Along the way, they encountered locals who shared stories of forgotten paths and hidden landmarks, challenging them to explore and discover more than the road alone. The championship rivals and coastal challengers appeared again, attempting to block or surpass them on treacherous cliffs and winding mountain roads. Hana, Sora, and Kai worked seamlessly as a team, combining strategy, skill, and courage to overcome every obstacle. The tension was palpable. Near misses, hairpin turns, and daring jumps made every mile a test of nerves and skill. Hana felt the exhilaration she had been chasing all her life. Finally, they reached the tropical beaches of Okinawa. Palm trees swayed, the sun painted the ocean gold, and the roads were wide and free. Hana reflected on the journey. Every challenge, every storm, every race had prepared her for this moment. They rode along the coastline, laughing, sharing memories, and feeling the freedom only the open road could provide. The journey wasn't just about racing or discovery. It was about friendship, courage, and embracing life fully. As the sun set, the trio stopped atop a cliff, overlooking the endless ocean. Hana looked at Sora and Kai. We've seen so much, faced so many challenges, and yet there's still so much to discover.
Kai nodded.
The road never ends. And as long as we ride together, every adventure is possible. Hana smiled, knowing this was the ultimate reward. The journey itself, the friends she had made, and the endless freedom of the open road. And so, Hana, Sora, and Kai completed the ultimate journey across Japan, a journey of courage, discovery, friendship, and freedom. From icy mountains to tropical beaches, from hidden paths to bustling cities, they had conquered every challenge the road could offer. But the open road remained, infinite and waiting, reminding them that adventure is never truly over. As long as there is wind in their hair and the horizon ahead, the story of Hana would continue forever. After completing the ultimate journey across Japan, Hana, Sora, and Kai felt unstoppable. Yet the open road always had new mysteries to reveal. One night, Kai received a cryptic message from an unknown rider. "Meet me at the abandoned lighthouse on the northern coast. Only those who ride under the moonlight can uncover the secret." Excitement and curiosity ignited. A midnight expedition awaited, promising danger, discovery, and adventure unlike anything they had faced before. The trio set off under a silver moon. The roads were quiet, shadows stretching across bends and valleys. Hana felt her pulse quicken. The thrill of riding in darkness heightened her senses. Every twist of the road demanded focus. Mist rolled in from the ocean, dampening the asphalt, and the sound of the waves crashing below created a rhythm that matched the roar of their engines. Halfway to the lighthouse, a fallen tree blocked the coastal road. Hana's quick reflexes and precise maneuvering allowed them to navigate the obstacle safely. Further along, sudden fog reduced visibility to almost nothing, forcing the trio to ride in near silence, relying on instinct and trust. The danger was real. Every second counted, and one mistake could end the expedition before it even began. Finally, the abandoned lighthouse emerged from the fog. Its weathered structure stood tall, waves crashing against jagged rocks below. Inside, an old map revealed hidden roads, forgotten towns, and secret biker trails stretching across Japan, paths only the brave could explore. Hana realized that this was more than a journey. It was an invitation to explore Japan's hidden heart, to push limits, and to leave a mark on the road for future riders. As the trio sat on the lighthouse balcony, the moonlight reflected on the ocean. Hana looked at Sora and Kai, feeling gratitude and excitement. Every mile, every challenge, every friendship had shaped her. Sora smiled. The road is endless, Hana, and the best adventures are still ahead. Hana nodded, heart full of determination. Then we ride, no matter the time, no matter the challenge. And so, under the moonlit sky, Hana, Sora, and Kai embraced the midnight expedition, discovering secret paths, hidden treasures, and the true meaning of adventure. The open road of Japan stretched endlessly before them, promising more challenges, more friendships, and more stories waiting to be written. After their midnight expedition, Hana, Sora, and Kai felt unstoppable. Yet Japan's roads were never predictable. A violent summer storm was approaching the coastal highways of Shikoku, and rumors spoke of a legendary hidden pass that only riders brave enough to face nature's fury could conquer. Hana's heart raced with excitement. This was more than a ride. It was a test of skill, courage, and trust. Dark clouds gathered quickly as they approached the coast. Rain poured in sheets, the wind bending trees and sending waves crashing against cliffs. Hana tightened her grip on the handlebars, eyes scanning the slippery road ahead. Sora rode beside her. "The road will test us like never before," she shouted over the roar of the storm. Kai nodded, determination in his eyes. Together, they embraced the challenge. Visibility was low, and the coastal highway was treacherous. Rocks, debris, and rushing water made each turn a potential disaster. Hana's skills, honed over countless adventures, allowed her to navigate with precision, while Kai and Sora followed seamlessly. Every second was tense. The storm pushed them to their limits, but also reminded them why they loved the open road. The danger, the thrill, and the sheer freedom of riding together. Finally, they reached the entrance to the legendary Hidden Pass, a narrow trail carved into the cliffs, overlooked by few. Lightning illuminated the path, revealing its treacherous curves and steep drops. Hana, Sora, and Kai leaned into the ride, moving as one. The storm's fury tested their nerves, but the thrill of conquering the hidden pass united them. Each mile was a triumph, each curve a challenge overcome. As they emerged from the pass, the storm began to subside. The sun broke through the clouds, casting a rainbow across the cliffs. Hana looked at her friends, soaked and exhilarated. "Every storm has its reward," Kai said. Sora smiled, "And every ride brings us closer." Hana realized that adventure wasn't just about speed or skill. It was about trust, courage, and the bond formed on the open road. And so Hana, Sora, and Kai became true storm riders, facing nature's fury and emerging stronger, braver, and more united than ever. The hidden roads of Japan held countless challenges, but together they knew no adventure was impossible. The horizon stretched endlessly before them, a promise of more stories, more discoveries, and endless freedom on the open road. After mastering storms and secret mountain passes, Hana, Sora, and Kai were ready for their next challenge or race to the active volcano of Sakurajima in Kyushu. Rumors spoke of a legendary rider who had vanished near the volcano years ago, leaving only whispers of danger and glory. Hana felt a rush of excitement. This journey would test not just their skill, but courage, endurance, and trust. The coastal roads were alive with tension. Steam rose from volcanic vents, and distant rumbles echoed across the mountains. Hannah's hands gripped the handlebars tightly, muscles taut as she leaned into every curve. Kai led confidently, Sora close behind, their teamwork seamless. Each mile brought them closer to the volcano's base, where the air was thick with heat and anticipation. Near the volcano, the terrain became treacherous. Loose rocks, cracks in the asphalt, and sudden lava flows forced Hana to ride with absolute precision. Sora shouted directions through the roar of their engines, while Kai scanned ahead for safe passages. A sudden tremor shook the ground, sending dust and small rocks tumbling down the mountainside. Hannah's reflexes saved them from a near disaster, reinforcing the bond between the three riders. At the base of the volcano, they discovered a hidden cavern illuminated by glowing lava pools. Inside, carvings told stories of ancient riders, legends, and challenges left for the brave. Hana realized this place wasn't just about danger, it was a test of courage and spirit. The mysterious rider who had vanished years ago was rumored to have left a treasure here, not of gold, but of knowledge, skill, and a secret path connecting Japan's most legendary roads. After exploring the cavern, Hana, Sora, and Kai rode to the summit, the glowing lava reflecting off their helmets. The heat, the thrill, and the breathtaking view reminded them why they loved the road. Every mile, every challenge, every discovery shaped them. Hana looked at her friends. "We've faced storms, mountains, coasts, and secrets. But this is unforgettable." Sora nodded. "The road is endless, Hana. And every adventure is more incredible than the last." And so, Hana, Sora, and Kai conquered the volcano chase, discovering hidden caverns, ancient legends, and the true meaning of courage. The roads of Japan held endless mysteries, and as long as the horizon stretched before them, the adventures of Hana and her friends would never end, each ride a story waiting to be told. After conquering volcanoes and hidden mountain paths, Hana, Sora, and Kai were drawn to an uncharted island off the coast of Kyushu. Legends whispered of a forbidden island, a place few had dared to ride, full of treacherous terrain, wild forests, and secrets lost to time. Hana's heart raced with anticipation. Adventure awaited, and this journey promised to test them like never before. They set off at dawn on a small ferry that carried their bikes across the sparkling sea. Upon reaching the island, dense forests, rocky cliffs, and winding paths challenged every skill they had honed. The air was thick with mystery, and the roads seemed almost alive, twisting unexpectedly. Hana felt the thrill of exploring a place untouched by ordinary travelers. Every turn promised danger and discovery. The island tested them immediately. Fallen trees blocked trails, slippery rocks hid sudden drops, and wildlife darted across their path. Hana's agility and focus guided them safely, while Sora and Kai followed seamlessly, relying on teamwork and instinct. They encountered unexpected waterfalls cascading across trails and narrow cliffside paths that demanded perfect balance. The island was unforgiving yet breathtakingly beautiful. Deep within the island's forest, they stumbled upon ancient ruins, covered in moss and vines. Carvings depicted riders from centuries ago, suggesting the island had been a legendary training ground for those seeking mastery of the road. Hana felt a deep connection to the past, the roads, the challenges, and the courage of riders who had come before her inspired her to push further. As night fell, the trio set up camp near a hidden cove. The sky was filled with stars, reflected on the calm waters around the island. Hana looked at Sora and Kai. Every adventure seems bigger than the last, but this feels like the ultimate test.
Kismilet.
The road is never-ending, Hana. And the most unforgettable rides are the ones few dare to take. Hana nodded, her spirit ignited. Then we ride, no matter the challenge, no matter the unknown. And so, Hana, Sora, and Kai explored the Forbidden Island, facing natural hazards, wild terrain, and ancient mysteries. Every mile strengthened their courage, trust, and sense of adventure.